If you look at any industry, the number one player in that industry is not the lowest price provider.
There's a big push in the industrial marketplace for customers to buy the cheapest part they can find because they think they're going to get this huge savings. That's an assumption.
There's a demand for profitability. You're not going to accomplish that through selling price.
We have been able to get price premiums for our offerings because we've been able to persuasively demonstrate and document it.
Oh, so important now. What firms do when they're at their very best is create new value, better alternatives for doing things, better, newer solutions. But really understanding and quantifying what does that mean economically to their customers. How can I market that better? How can I keep my fair share? How can I create even more value for our customer? The tools and techniques we talked about today are all about how you play in the value space, how you manage value better.
Selling value right now is an appropriate strategy, and the reason is that many of the world economies are in recession. There's a lot of emphasis on growth. There's a demand for profitability. You're not going to accomplish that through selling price.
Emerging countries, they are really going fast, and we don't have to underestimate them. I think the thing is that we have to oblige ourselves to always innovate and create new opportunities. And the most important thing in that perspective is that we also have to demonstrate and document again what the difference will be against only low cost.
It's not just about calculations, in that yes, you have to demonstrate and document the superior value, but the next stage of this is to take the idea of value, turning it into part of the company's culture so that your organization is about value, and then using that knowledge of value to develop strategies for the company.
Senior management, particularly your CEO, believe in it, to have passion about it, and to be able and willing to make that the number one issue on the board's review, on their meetings every month. What's our number one thing in terms of how are we delivering on our value proposition? How are our customer loyalty ratings doing? What sort of granularity do we have around our actual performance metrics so that we can know what to do in terms of diagnosis and in terms of action to improve constantly?
SKF is doing some very innovative things on the whole business of how to create, manage, bring their customers higher value offerings. And again, some really interesting insights we saw today about the whole solution, beyond the bearing to what is it that we can do to make our customers fundamentally more successful.
Don't talk to the customer about what it is, but instead talk to the customer about what it does for them. We all have pretty much understood that. But we maintain in our work that's no longer enough. We have to make a further translation of those benefits into what those benefits are worth in that customer's business.
What's new is trying to take it, I think, to the next dimension of trying to take it beyond cost and use benefits, for example, and really understanding your own customer's balance sheet and their customer's balance sheet and the bottom line impact that your products can have, no matter what kind of products they are, on each of those balance sheets throughout the distribution flow and channel and your ultimate end user's product usage.